President Joe Biden on Tuesday detailed his vision for leading the United States into a new era of diplomacy as he sought to reassure allies that he was moving past the America First era of foreign policy. He used his first speech to the United Nations General Assembly to describe a world where American civic leadership rather than military power acts as the driving force to resolve persistent problems like coronavirus, climate change, and cyber war. And while he didn't single out China as a dominant global threat, he insisted the U.S. would seek to counter rising autocracies while avoiding a new Cold War. Mr. Biden called the next 10 years a decisive decade for our world that will determine the global community's future and declared the planet stands at an inflection point in history.
Long-standing or newly emerging, we must also deal with one another. All of the major powers of the world have a duty, in my view, to carefully manage their relationships so they do not tip from responsible competition to conflict. The United States will compete and will compete vigorously and lead with our values and our strength. We'll stand up for our allies and our friends and oppose attempts by stronger countries to dominate weaker ones, whether through changes to territory by force, economic coercion, technical exploitation, or disinformation. But we're not seeking, say it again, we are not seeking a new Cold War or a world divided into rigid blocs.